The rough road that is the Viking season rolls on. Today, back in the Dome against the revitalized Raiders. One of the Vikings' greatest is here to lay it out. And what about those Packers? That Monday night matchup still fresh. A leading cheesehead is on hand to talk green and gold. We're all over the MIAC as the playoffs turn it up. Plenty of accomplishments to discuss. And we're toasting the 3A high school champions of volleyball. It's all ahead. It's Game On. In the heart of Minneapolis, you have found us. Game On, powered by 7 Steakhouse, Sushi, Ultralounge, and Skybar. Downtown's ultimate event destination in Block E, where every seat is the best seat in the house. The tent is up. The weather will not keep us from enjoying this gorgeous skyline. And hello again, everyone. Rod Simon's delighted to have you with us. Game On, powered by 7. And the holidays are getting close. Thanksgiving just a couple of days away. Still stinging, yes, a little bit from that Packer loss, but we can fix everything with the win over the Oakland Raiders today in the Dome. Have a lot to talk about. We'll get to the MIAC. We got high school champions in the house. We'll get to the Cheeseheads a little bit later. But as we always do, we start Game On by the numbers. And when you look at the numbers, it tells you that the Vikings have a tough day at the office. Oakland leads the AFC West. They're 3-1 on the road. They've had 10 days off since beating San Diego. Against Oakland, they win and they hold the opposition to 69 yards on the ground. They lose, they give up 211. That's what we're looking for from Adrian Peterson today. And old schoolers remember the Super Bowl loss to Oakland very well, 32-14. Delighted to start Game On with one of my favorites of all time. And I actually go back a couple of years. Purple People Eater, number 70, one of the 50 greatest Vikings. Jim Marshall in the house. How are you?
Oh, man, it's great. Great to be here.
Great to have you with us. Game On the rooftop. Covered up outside. It's gorgeous.
And a great restaurant.
Indeed.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
fantastic.
Before we talk about some of the happier things, let's just address the game that happened a couple of days ago. A little later, we'll have Dave Sinykin, the head cheese, talking about the Packers, give you first shot. It was a tough loss for this purple football team. What are your thoughts?
It's a young team, and you have to expect that there's going to be some growing pains. You've got some great individual stars on the team, people who are very capable. You look at Jared Allen and, of course, Adrian Peterson and some of these people. They put forth a great effort.
Yeah.
It's all in getting everything in sync. And I have high hopes that in the very near future, you'll see some great Minnesota football again.
It's the passionate fans that are doing the squawking. They want results now, and sometimes that just doesn't happen.
You look at Green Bay. They look at the pains that they went through
Big time.
to get to where they are now.
Right.
I mean, 9-0 season so far. I mean, they've been playing great football. Aaron Rodgers is he pinpoint passer.
Yeah. He's pretty doggone good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And it takes time to build that. You know, when you build a machine like that, it's not done in a day.
And you are one of the many legends that think that Leslie Frazier was a great selection.
I think he was an absolutely great selection.
And from your perspective, why?
I think because he understands football, and there's an awful lot that he can teach these young people. You have to remember that he's got a young team there that a lot of those people don't have the experience that they need. And like I say, in building something like that, he's the type of person that has the tolerance. He's got the skills, just a great work ethic. He's a great coach, and I think in the years to come, you'll see that.
Will you be at the Buffalo game today?
No.
Okay. But you hit a lot of games.
I hit a lot of games, but I have a restaurant up north.
Oh, nice.
And it's a sports bar.
Yes.
So therefore, most Sundays I'm there rather than down here.
Well, we're delighted you're with us. More from Jim Marshall. We're talking legends, 50 greatest, all the stuff. It's ahead. It's Game On. And you can always catch up with us and get the latest on your teams at our site. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Great blogs. Shockers Locker covers the Vikings from A to Z. We have Twins, baseball, the Wild, the Wolves, MMA. We link you to our Viking partner site, purplepride.org. Check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. As always, fans have a voice here on Game On. It's Voice of the Fan. How are the Vikings doing in your estimation?
That's kind of scary. I mean, starting off the season 2-7, really reminds me of 1984 season. I mean, we've been in so many games this year, and yet things are just not turning out our way, and it's really not turned out how I expected at all.
Seven is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. Seven is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diners Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget Seven's 5-star steakhouse, Seven's award-winning menu. Seven Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And Seven's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. Seven offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's Seven, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination.
What's this all about?
We're giving Rich the NFL experience of a goal line dive.
Really?
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Did I make it?
On the internet, yes. Into the end zone, no.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, Boost Mobile,
And gold.
BC Wireless also buys your gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold and prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by Seven. Delighted to have you with us. Game day, Vikings in Oakland a little bit later with number 70, Jim Marshall. Let's go back to that cold December nearly a year ago out at TCF Bank Stadium. Snowing, blowing outside, honoring the 50 greatest Vikings, and there you were. I know you were cold, but it was special.
Oh, yeah, it was a special day. And, you know, it was a lot of our good friends. All of us, you know, remained friends for, you know, all these years. And they were all back, and everybody was happy to see each other. It was a good time.
It was a cool weekend because the night before they had a special event at the convention center.
Yes.
And Coach Frazier brought out some of the young guns from this team, and there really seemed to be a bridging of the 2 generations, if you will.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, we tried to give them as much encouragement as we could, and telling them some of the old stories back when Bud was coaching, and how he could be on days. And see, that was one of the reasons that Bud went out showboating.
He didn't wear his coat out on the field.
No, he took his coat off and ran out on the field. Like, I'm looking at him going, "You're crazy." Nobody's going to go for that anymore.
No. Are you one of those guys who thinks that this team should play in an outdoor stadium or have a dome?
Oh, I'd like to see a retractable roof.
Right.
I think what we have to do now is we've got to get more people in Minnesota convinced that we do need a new stadium. I'm distressed with some of the comments that I hear about people talking about putting, you know, having some of the tax money or having the Brasino or any of that stuff, having money going to build that stadium. But you know what it does for the state of Minnesota, and especially for this whole community. The jobs it'll create. I mean, you know, it's a fantastic thing.
Yeah.
And you look around the league and you see some of the stadiums there, and how much money they're bringing in. Yeah. And with a retractable roof, man, we've got a year-round situation.
Final Fours, the whole 9 yards. I actually one of those guys that thinks it will get done, but there's road work to be done.
Yeah.
282 consecutive games broken by Brett Favre. Did you hate to see that record go down?
Oh, you know, records are made to be broken.
Yeah,
you know, you don't. I mean, if you tie yourself to something like that, boy, you're going to be in for a rude awakening, because there's always going to be somebody that comes up and breaks records.
His heart is not bleeding. When we come back, we're going to give you an opportunity to see Mr. Marshall live and in person, get some autographs too. Only here. It's Game On, powered by Seven. And when you join us here at 7, we got you covered with a free charge for that cell phone. The T-Mobile charging station will take care of you and put a charge back in that smartphone of yours. It's all courtesy of T-Mobile and 7. Time again for fans to weigh in. Voice of the fan, we're curious, how you feeling about the Vikings?
It's sad, really, because you like to see them do better. With the new quarterback, for Pounder, we were hoping that they will be able to do better, but I think they're breaking down almost in every fashion you can think of.
It's T-Mobile's 4G Wonderland.
Smartphones ring, are you listening? 4G speeds.
Yep, they're blistering.
Stream movies and shows.
It's Santa to go.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Search for gifts.
Like a scooter?
That was fast.
Goodbye, computer.
Our fastest phones of all time.
Like the Samsung Galaxy S2.
And each line is $49.99.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Being creative is who we are.
At Wallingberg and Deeply, families are our passion. We help create new families.
This combination of experience, passion, and creativity allows us to fully represent individuals in family court crises.
Wallingberg and Deeply believes in families. We will listen, counsel, and advocate for you. Wallingberg and Deeply, the premier family law firm of Minnesota.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by 7. Delighted to have you with us on this game day with number 70. How did the Purple People Eaters come about?
I don't know. I hate that name.
You do?
I absolutely despise it.
Really?
Purple People Eaters,
Yeah.
One of those.
But it's a legendary front four.
Yeah, but, they could have gave us a different name, the Purple Gang or, the Purple Rain or anything.
Yeah.
Purple People
Prince would
Eaters.
love that. But you guys were, looking back at it now, you guys are pretty good.
Yeah, we enjoyed probably 11, 12 years of great football.
Yes, you did.
And that was a time when you had everyone really dedicated to staying in one place.
It was a different game.
Yeah, it was a different game.
Yeah.
And you don't find people playing that long together anymore. They're moving around, changing teams, things like that. But it was a wonderful time for us.
This man doesn't get out very much to do this, so I love the fact that you're going to be Chuck Foreman on November 26th, and you'll be signing autographs, and people will be able to say hi.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Right here on the screen, we got it there for you. Don't hesitate to go to the website. We'll give you more information. Great to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you so
it,
much.
Rob.
Jim Marshall in the house, only on Game On. Time now for the Wheels of Thunder week ahead. The Vikings are back on the road 27th against Atlanta. Gopher football team gets Illinois on the 26th. The Wolves, if they were playing, would have Golden State on the 23rd. The Wild on the 23rd against Nashville. The Valkyrie open the new year at Seattle. And the Twins are 97 days away from spring training. Gopher hockey December 2nd hosting Minnesota State. Men's basketball at the Old Spice Classic. And the Gopher women on the road at the St. Mary's Tournament. On the Wheels of Thunder radar, the Amsoil Duluth Nationals. If we get some snow on the 25th to the 27th, I know they'll make snow. December 3rd to the 4th at Hill City, and in Elk River, the 17th through the 18th. Fans are always on our radar. Time now for our Voice of the Fan, and how are you feeling about the Vikings?
Bottom line, it's going to be a terrible year, and they'll get a good draft choice.
Dear NFL football, you inspire us to do some crazy things to both ourselves and our loved ones. But if a fan loving his team is crazy, then pass the Bud Light and call us crazy.
Bud Light, proud to be the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go.
Looking good, dog.
7 is the ultimate fine dining and entertainment destination. There's 3 levels of distinct and unforgettable experiences ahead. 7 is the winner of the prestigious Open Table Diner's Choice Award. It's memorable. You'll never forget 7's 5-star steakhouse, 7's award-winning menu. 7 Sushi is not only unique, but unrivaled. And 7's view is sweeping and magnificent year-round. 7 offers catering, the ease of front door valet, and unforgettable service. It's 7, downtown Minneapolis, your ultimate event destination.
Now you can sell your gold and get a great wireless deal in one stop.
We'll show you.
The twins at BC Wireless offer prepaid plans with recurring billing, no contracts, no credit checks. At BC Wireless, we offer T-Mobile, Simple Mobile, Boost Mobile,
And gold.
BC Wireless also buys your gold. BC Wireless with 2 metro locations and growing. For gold and prepaid wireless, it's BC Wireless.
Los atendemos en español.
Welcome back. Game On, powered by 7, your ultimate event destination. And how do you like the digs? I just love this. Can't get over it. This man is the cheesehead. The cheesehead. Dave Sinykin, great to have you with us.
Great to be here. Thanks, Rod.
So now people can put the name with the face, and they've heard you on K-Fan for years and years. And you are truly perhaps the biggest Packer fan in Viking Nation. How does that feel?
It feels good these days.
Yes.
You know, 2009 I wasn't feeling so good when Brett was wearing the wrong colored jersey, but
Right.
These are heady times for Packer fans, and we're living and loving every minute of it.
And it's been just a couple of days, but that loss is still stinging. It's game day, and fans are still mumbling about the Vikings loss, which was humbling at best.
Yeah, we'll see how they respond against the Raiders. I didn't see it coming. I thought 2 times within 3 weeks, division rivals. The Vikes had 2 weeks to prepare.
Right.
I expected a closer game. I was really surprised at what we saw on Monday night.
And let's give a little credit to the Green Bay Packers. This is a very special football team. 15 straight wins, undefeated. I think that they could actually run the table. I was on Henry Lake's show in August at the State Fair. I predicted Green Bay going to the Super Bowl.
Nice.
And you see it the same way.
I do. Last year they were seen as that up and rising team, and then they started out 3-3 and had all those injuries, and it just didn't seem like the Packers' year.
Right.
And they caught fire, and they got lucky because the Lions went down to Tampa Bay and upset the Buccaneers, and the Eagles got that punt return to beat the Giants. If either of those things don't happen, the Packers are home for the playoffs and don't even get to participate. They got on a roll. We all know what happened. This year the thought was, well, it's hard to repeat, but everybody's healthy and everybody's back, and there are a lot of guys that didn't get to enjoy that championship year. Now is their chance, and I think that's feeding off the entire team. It's almost like it didn't happen. The lockout happened and everything. They didn't really get to enjoy it as a team. I think they want to really try to win one again and really enjoy it.
You talk about enjoying. Aaron Rodgers has got to be loving this, and gone and forgotten Brett Favre. I mean, Aaron Rodgers may be the best, once this is all said and done, he'll be the greatest Packer quarterback ever.
He might be. He's got to win a few rings to supplant Bart Starr in a lot of people's minds. 5 championships, that's a long time ago, but with Brett Favre and now Aaron Rodgers, 3 guys that are legendary, potentially all-timers, and we're so fortunate. I grew up in the 70s and 80s when it was just awful to be a Packer fan. The quarterbacks that rolled through there were ugly beyond compare. We've had a pretty nice run with Favre and now with Rodgers.
And I mentioned it earlier. Do you think that they can run the table?
I almost refuse to answer the question until I've had my Thanksgiving dinner and I've seen how they've done against the Lions. The schedule sets up if they can beat Detroit and then the Giants that next week on the road. The last 4 games, 3 of them are at home. The road games in Kansas City. If they can get through Detroit and New York, boy, it's going to be tough to beat them.
And don't you be sending your nasty emails to me about Dave Sinykin being
here.
Well,
you'll get some.
Give them the blog address.
It's theheadcheese.com. It's for a place for Packer fans to go to get my my ramblings and my writings and a lot of other fun stuff. So it's worth checking.
And you can friend him at Facebook at the Cheesehead.
Yeah, the Head Cheese.
The Head Cheese. Yep. And
you can call me a cheesehead though, Rod. That's okay.
I appreciate that. And every Saturday morning, you're with Trent Tucker. We all love him on K-Fan.
We've been together since '95. It was actually the year that the Wolves drafted Kevin Garnett. I remember that well because we had just come on the air on the Fan, and I was championing they draft Ed O'Bannon. And Trent thought going for the high school kid might make some sense.
Nice.
He's the great basketball mind among the duo for sure.
In the zone is what they call it on K-Fan. Great to have you with us.
Thanks so much.
Good
Thanks
luck
for
the
having
rest
me.
of the way. And
Thank you.
Great to talk Packer football, believe it or not, in Viking Nation.
Thanks.
Dave Sinykin in the house, right here on Game On. Time again for Who's Hot and Who's Cold. Every week it's something, and this week the Twins are hot. They get the nod after that 99-game losing season. They call in the heavyweight, the general manager who knows the lay of the land and will fix the ship. Terry Ryan is back, Billy Smith is out. The Twins will be a better team in 2012. And cold, it's got to be the NBA. You know, with unemployment high and economy and neutral, everyone tightening their belts. The NBA's players and owners are squabbling over money, and people are kind of turning them off. If they lose the season, the NBA will find out that fans will find other things to do with their valuable time. That's Who's Hot and Who's Cold. Brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems. And in our Superstars segment, we have a state champ, the head coach of the state champion Eden Prairie volleyball team. This is Chad Becker. Coach, good to have you with us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Congratulations. The list is long of Eden Prairie teams that are dynamite and state champs. You're there.
Yeah, it's you kind of feel like when you don't win one at Eden Prairie that the spotlight's kind of on you. You got to get it done at some point. So I'm just proud of our girls to be able to take home a state championship.
You called it surreal.
Yes, it is. It still is surreal. It still hasn't sunk in.
Not only do they win the state championship, you guys beat the defending state champs to get there. Lakeville
North.
Lakeville North.
Yes, and it went 5 games.
One of the longest ever.
Yeah, the 5th game only goes to 15, and it went 22-20 in the 5th. It could have gone either way. It was just a back and forth battle, and we're just happy to pull it out in the end.
From what I'm told, you knew you had a special team. Did you know at the start of the season that you were going to have a state champion?
I knew we had a talented group. I knew they were a hard-working group. I don't think too many people across the state that follow volleyball would have thought we could have gotten it done, but the kids believed in themselves and believed in each other all season long, and it carried over into the state tournament. And I think we just were a great team all year, and they really showed it in a crucial moment and clutch situations, and it was just a lot of fun to be around.
And the cupboard ain't bare next year.
No, we have some pretty dynamic juniors. Sarah Wilhite, who will be attending the University of Wisconsin, returns. She was an all-tournament team player.
She was special during the tournament.
Yeah, she had 80 kills in the 3 matches of the tournament. She had 92 kills in the 3 matches of the section tournament. So. Wow. Almost 30 kills a match for her final 6 matches of the season. So,
well, we just love these great stories about high school athletes. Congratulations on your state championship.
Thank you very much.
Coach Becker in the house, only here on Game On.
It's T-Mobile's 4G Wonderland.
Smartphones ring. Are you listening? 4G speeds.
Yep, they're blistering.
Stream movies and shows.
It's Santa to go.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Search for gifts.
Like a scooter?
That was fast.
Goodbye, computer.
Our fastest phones of all time.
Like the Samsung Galaxy S2.
And each line is $49.99.
Walking in a 4G Wonderland.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
It is time for the MIAC Minute. This is Wright Walling, the founder of Wallingberg Deebly. Great to have you with us.
Good to be here.
And
Thanks.
the big supporter of MIAC sports, and you're very community involved. You really believe in the D3 sports.
We do. We particularly believe in the D3 because not only do we have some of the best schools in the country in that group, but it's an opportunity for athletes, no scholarships, only they play the sports because they love it. gives them a fantastically well-rounded education.
That's what really amazes me. Every time I talk to one of these athletes, they not only do all this stuff without the benefit of a scholarship, but they have all the rigors, the studying,
Absolutely.
all that stuff.
They do, absolutely. They're there early, they leave late, they've got all of the extra work. And we've got, as I said, some of the really difficult schools in the country, places like St. Olaf and Carleton, McAllister. These are top schools educationally. They work hard.
Yeah. One of the reasons I got to know Mr. Walling was our ties through adoption. He helped my wife, Pam, and I really meander through it and get it taken care of, and we have always been grateful for that. And it's National Adoption Month, and you are also deeply involved in helping families create their forever family.
We are. We do a great deal. That's how we got to know you and Pam and Annie, who takes center stage when she's here.
Yes.
Walling Bergen Diegley does lots and lots of family work, but particularly adoption. And being National Adoption Month with things like the North American Council on Adoptable Children, Gift of Adoption, the various agencies like Children's Home Society, Lutheran Social Services, Minnesota is a hub of adoption in this country.
And there are hundreds, and I mean hundreds of kids that are waiting for adoption.
That's exactly right. In Minnesota alone, we probably have 500 kids available for adoption, wonderful kids, and we urge everybody to take an opportunity and look at the possibility of creating a family for some of these kids.
It's National Adoption Month. It's the MIAC Minute. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Always great to have you. Thank you for being a part of Game On. And from the MIAC Minute to our Game On update, it's time to get you caught up. And when he's not punning, Chris Cluey is rocking. Just a reminder, we're 2 weeks away from that CD release party. Cluey's Tripping Icarus is more than just an outlet for the punter. Cluey says it's always been a dream of his, and his teammates get it now.
But now I think they realize that very serious about it,
Yeah.
and a lot of them actually like the music, and they've said so. You know, they enjoy listening to it. So it's you know, I'm hoping a lot of people will take it seriously and not be like, oh hey, it's a gimmick band. You know, this guy's the punter and he plays the bass.
And don't forget, it's the holiday season, so here's a great present for you. Book Watch, Present Watch. It's out, Raising Lombardi, the book about the road to winning it all, those Super Bowl champions past and present, and other great reads from Ross Bernstein. Check it out at bernsteinbooks.com. And that's your Game On update. We'd love to have you join us for a live taping here at 7 at Block E downtown. Check our website for up-to-date guest updates. You can view past shows as well. Stay in touch with us via Facebook, Twitter, and all our shows are on iTunes. It's Game On TV. Busy show indeed, and that is it for us. It's game day Vikings in Buffalo at 12 noon at Metrodome. Thank you for letting us be a part of your Sunday morning under the tent. No retractable roof, but still under the tent in the elements. From all of us at Game On, make it a great week and keep your game on.